Sorry about that, my head was itchy. Hey guys, it's Mina. Sorry about that. The back of my head was kind of itchy. And sorry if I sound a little bit weird. My mouth is still kind of numb in my tooth because I had to get it filling today because I had a couple cavities in my teeth. So that's why I probably sound weird. So anyway, this is not the main point of the video. So the main point of the video is I'm going to do my top 10 movie sidekicks. These are sidekicks that I just personally love, I think are funny, and that's what I love about movies, if they always have a funny sidekick that cracks you up. I bet a lot of you guys love those funny sidekicks. Too, they're funny, they're helpful to the main character, they're kind, they're compassionate, and that's what I love about all those like sidekicks, is they're always like caring, even though some sidekicks do turn against the main character, but these are just sidekicks that I personally enjoy, that I find are funny, great, helpful, and awesome towards the main character. So I'm going to get started, and if I do have some movie reviews up for these movies that these sidekicks are mentioned in, and if you're interested, I will link them both down below. I will link them all down below. So I'm going to get started. Number 1 on my list is my most favorite Disney sidekick, which happens to be, if you guys saw my Disney tag, you guys would know this, that my favorite sidekick is Timothy Mouse. And what I love about Timothy Mouse is he's so kind and caring towards Dumbo, and he'll do anything to help him save his mom. And another thing I love about Timothy is that he always stands up for Dumbo when people are making fun of his ears. And he's like a big brother to Dumbo, and he watches out for him, makes sure nothing bad happens to him, and he makes sure one minute. Sorry, I had to move the camera a little bit. Anyway, what I like about him is he's like so cute too, and he'll always make sure Dumbo does the right thing, and he becomes a star to set his mom free. Number 2 on my list would have to be Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio. And what I love about Jiminy Cricket, and I think I spelled Pinocchio wrong, I spelled it P-I-N-O-C-H-E-O. Oh, and I forgot the other C. Oh well, I always Pinocchio is like a difficult name for me to spell anyway. Anyway, that was weird. So I'm going to get started. So what I love about Jiminy Cricket is he acts as a conscience towards Pinocchio because he doesn't have a brain yet. And he doesn't have a brain to tell him what's right and what's wrong. But Jiminy Cricket helps him learn what's right and wrong. Smoking is bad. For example, he goes and smokes and drinks adult drinks, things which kids shouldn't do. So he learns from his mistake that is bad, and he tells him it's bad, and he tells him going to school is better than ditching out on school. Cool, and I agree that school is better for you than doing that stuff. And number 3 on my list would have to be Pascal from Tangled. And what I love about Pascal is I love how he is always at Rapunzel's side, and he always agrees with her ideas. And he tries to show her and he also tries to show her the outside world. And at first she doesn't believe him, but then later on she does. And I always love how he likes to hang out with her, become her little helper with things like baking, and her little playmate when it comes to games like chess and puzzles or whatever she likes to do. And that's what I really like about him, is he's always at her side and always follows her. Number 4 on my list would have to be Pudge from Cats Don't Dance. And what I love, he's so adorable. And what I love about Pudge is he always follows Danny wherever he goes. He tries to make sure he gets his dream, and he looks up to him like a big brother, which is really cute. And I love those characters who are kids who look up to adults like they're a big brother to them, because they act so brotherly or sisterly towards that kid. So anyway, I like those characters who are not related but are friends who act brotherly or sisterly towards a kid. It's really cute, and it's a bond of friendship. And that's what I love about Pudge, is he looks up to Danny like a big brother, and he follows him everywhere, which is just completely adorable. And by the way, if you guys are interested in my Cats Don't Dance review, I will link that down below. Number 5 on my list would have to be Eddie Valiant from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And what I like about Eddie Valiant is I like at first how he doesn't like the tunes, and but when he starts to work with Roger, he starts to like the tunes again and likes their humor, because at first he hated their humor, and he had like a hatred against tunes because his brother was killed by a tune. But when he starts hanging out with Roger, he starts to like the tunes again, which is nice. And you know what's sad is the person who played Eddie Valiant, which is Bob Hoskins, passed away. I don't know if a lot of you guys knew that. He passed away, and it was really sad. I actually found this out back in, I think, April he passed away. I don't remember when. It was like a long time ago. April or May, I don't know. So, yeah, and by the way, if you guys are interested in my two Who Framed Roger Rabbit reviews, those will both be linked down below. Number 6 on my list would have to be Goose from Top Gun. And what I like about Goose is I like how he's like always there for Maverick, always at his side when it comes to flying a plane and making sure he does his best to become a great pilot. And he's always hanging out with him, which is cool. And if you guys are interested in my Top Gun review, I will link that down below. Number 7 on my list would have to be Olaf from Frozen. What I like about Olaf is I love how he's like so cute, and he's like adorable. He's so into summer, and he like doesn't realize he's a snowman and he's gonna melt, which is pretty funny because I bet a lot of you guys know how snow melts in the summer, and I love how he like follows Anna and Kristoff on their adventure, and he tries to make sure they find Elsa to bring back Summer. And Olaf, I say, has to be one of the funniest sidekicks I've ever seen. He cracks me up, literally. And if you guys are interested in my Frozen review, that'll be linked down below as well. Number 8 on my list would have to be Merlin from Walt Disney's The Sword in the Stone. And I do have a review up for that one as well. And if you're interested in that, I will link it down below. So what I like about Merlin is he's a mentor to King Arthur, to young King Arthur, or Wart, as he's called. And he teaches him like a lot of great knowledge, like bravery, using your brain, not brawn, gravity, and scientific stuff, and math, and history. He teaches him like stuff of like what is used in the future. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool because then he gets to learn like so many different things, and it's so interesting. It's always good to have like a teacher who gives you good facts, because then you'll learn more from that teacher with his or her great facts, because the great interesting facts will make learning more fun, and that's what I like about learning. And if you're interested in my Sword in the Stone review, I will link that down below as well. Number 9 on my list would have to be Mushu from Mulan. And what I love about Mushu is he's hilarious. He's like, even though he's like a dragon, he's so small. He's the size of a lizard for a dragon, a really long version of a lizard. It's pretty funny, but he like cracks me up literally because he's voiced by Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy's one of my favorite comedians of all time. He's so funny. He's funny. I mean, yeah, he's so funny. He follows Mulan everywhere, and he makes sure she doesn't get hurt, and she does a good job because she's always like clumsy. I bet if you guys have seen Mulan, you know that Mulan is really clumsy, and I love how he is bonds a friendship with the cricket. Yeah, and he okay, so I love how he bonds a friendship with the little tiny cricket. And I like how he kind of develops like a rivalry with like the horse, because the horse doesn't like him. And he's like super funny, especially when his fire comes out and it's like really tiny and it's pathetic. He's like a funny character. He's one of my favorite sidekicks. And number 10 on my list would have to be the genie from Aladdin. And if you guys are interested in my Aladdin review, I will put the link in the description box down below. Now the genie is like my favorite character. He is so funny. He cracks me up constantly because his sense of humor, and mainly because he's voiced by Robin Williams. And Robin Williams is like one of my favorite favorite comedians of all time. He's so funny. I've seen him in a ton of films, and he, like, cracks me up, literally. Literally, I love how he, like, turns into different animals, and he helps Aladdin, like, teaches him try to be himself. And show Princess Jasmine who he really is, because he falls in love with Jasmine and he wants to impress her, so he tries to be somebody he's not. But the genie teaches him to be himself, and it's always good to be yourself if you're trying to impress somebody. That's a great lesson for all of us. If you want to impress somebody, just be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not, because then that person is not going to end up liking you. And by the way, if you guys are interested in my Aladdin review, I'm sorry, I can't talk today, I will put the link in the description box down below. So, those are my top 10 movie sidekicks. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any requests, please leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video soon. Bye!